Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Sorry, my camera stand is right there, so that's kind of weird, but just ignore that. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made this star pouch, and this is just, you just pull that tight and boom, you got a little pouch, super cute. But yeah, today I'm going to be showing you how I made this. I got originally like inspiration off of TikTok. Everyone has been making the little crochet stars and kind of putting them on hats and bags and in shirts and everything. So I was just like, a little pouch would be super cute. And I just really liked how these two colors went together. I have some like sparkly white kind of textured yarn, but your yarn doesn't have to be textured for this. And then I just have this green yarn. I've had this for a few months, but I've been wanting to use it up, and this just seemed like the right project for that. So anyways, I made a TikTok video on this, and lots of people wanted a tutorial. So that is what I'm doing. Anyways, I will flip the camera around and set my phone up on the tripod right there, and I will tell you everything that you're going to be needing, and we can get started. All right, so now we are going to get into everything we're going to be needing and like obviously the tutorial. So this is I guess maybe a better view of what the bag looks like, and then it just cinches up just like that. So yeah, anyways, okay, so for this video I'm actually gonna be using the same colors that I used for this one. So basically just gonna be making this exact same thing. So you need two different colors, unless you're not going to be doing the star, but yeah, two different colors, and then two different hook sizes. So this is a 4mm hook. This is what I will be using to make the star, because it's a little bit of a tighter, I wanted it to be a little bit tighter, the stitches for the star, so that's the hook I use for that part. But then the rest of it I use a 5.5mm hook. So yeah, I mean, you can just use one hook for all of it if you want, but personally I liked using two different hooks for this. And then you're gonna need scissors and probably a needle just for like weaving in your ends or whatever at the end, if you know that's something that you do. Personally, that is something I do. So oh, and you're gonna need, sorry, you are gonna need the needle for sewing the star on. So yeah, make sure you have something like this. Anyways, that's all you're gonna be needing. So let's get started. We're gonna start with our main color of the pouch and our 5mm or 5.5mm hook. And the first thing I do is I make a slip knot. Why did I forget what it's called? We're gonna make a slip knot and then put it around our hook, and then I chain 16. This is the exact measurements I did for this. So I chain 16. And then I'm going to double crochet into every chain that I made. So we're gonna go back 2 chain stitches, 1, 2, and into that third I'm going to make a double crochet, and then I'm going to continue until I get to the end. Just 1 double crochet in every stitch. And then into this last stitch, I'm going to make 4 double crochets into that one, chain, into that one chain. And now that kind of brings me to the, I guess, bottom part of those chains. And now we're going to double crochet into kind of each chain going down. So you're just going to go into the back and continue making double crochets along until you get to the other side. And now to finish off this row, I'm going to go back into the first chain and make another 2 double crochets. And then I'm going to go into the top of the first double crochet that we made and slip stitch. That is the first row complete, and now I'm going to basically just do 1 double crochet into every stitch around for the next 8 rows, and that will bring us to like that amount of rows for the pouch. So you're going to chain up 2 and then just do double crochets all the way around. And then at the beginning of every row, you're going to slip stitch and then chain up 2 and then just do your double crochets and just repeat that until you get to 8 rows. Alright, I am back with 8 rows and also a different colored pouch. Unfortunately, I did not have enough of the green to like finish making the main color part, so I just have this red color that I thought would look nice. So I finished the 8 rows, and now I'm actually just going to cut off the yarn, and you won't be needing any more of your color that you're using. And now I'm going to switch to my white color. I don't know why I have a little chain here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to attach the row with a slip knot or slip stitch, and I'm going to do that using the other yarn. And then I'm going to chain up 3. And just to ensure that these 2 don't like come undone, I'm just going to do a little double knot. Alrighty, and then I'm going to tuck in those little ends later, but it's okay for now. So now for this last row of the pouch, I'm going to do treble crochet into every single stitch. So it's like a double crochet, but you loop over twice before going in, and then it's just another loop you got to pull through on the way back up. So I'll show you how to do that once, and then I'm going to go ahead and do 1 treble crochet into every single stitch around, and then I'll show you what to do when you're done with that row. But to do a treble crochet, I'm going to loop my yarn around my hook 2 times, so it looks like I have 3 loops. I'm going to go into the stitch and pull up another loop, yarn over, and then pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the next 2, and yarn over and pull through the last 2. And that is it. So, and then I'm just going to keep doing that. So that's how you do the treble crochet, and I'll meet you at the end of the row. Hey guys, so I finished the row, and I'm kind of realizing that it looks a little bit like a Christmas stocking. So I guess I should have assumed red and white, you know, would kind of look like Christmas, but that's okay. I'm gonna keep going anyways. So, to finish off the white part, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the top, that first stitch we made, and I'm just going to slip stitch that. I'm gonna chain one, and then you can go ahead and just cut your yarn. So that's it for the main pouch part. Now we're gonna make the star and the string to pull tight. So I'm actually gonna make the string super quickly right now. All that is a chain. So I'm just going to make a loop around my hook and then chain. I kind of just chain until I feel like it's enough chains. That's probably not helpful at all, but I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So I'm not even counting my chains, like I'm just chaining. I would say you can kind of line it up with it, but you're gonna want it to be like that, like there and back, and then like another half long, if that makes sense. Okay, so I have my chain, and then I can just go ahead and cut my yarn, pull through. This should be good for the chain, and now we can work on the star. So I'm gonna switch hooks, go to the 4mm hook, and still using our other yarn. So time for the star. So the first thing I'm gonna do is make a loop around my hook. And then I'm going to chain 4. I'm going to slip stitch into the top of the first chain we made and kind of hold my fingers inside of that loop just so we don't lose that little circle, because we're going to be going into that circle. So we're going to chain 3 and then make 2 double crochets into the circle. Okay, so in that first chain 3 creates like a double crochet. So there'd be like clusters of 3 double crochets. So we're gonna chain 2 now, and then we're going to double crochet in back into the hole, and we're gonna make 3 double crochets. Like that. So it looks kind of like we're starting a granny square, but we're going to be adding 5 of these little clusters instead of just 4. So chain another 2 and then make another 3 double crochets. Chain another 2, 3 double crochets. And then this is going to be my last chain 2, and then my last 3 double crochets. And actually that was a lie. We were going to chain 2 more and then slip stitch into the top of the chain 3 we made at the beginning of the round. So it gives us like, I don't know what shape it's called. I want to say hexagon, but I think that's wrong. But it gives us this kind of shape so we can make all the like points for the star. So now for making the points, we're going to start by chaining 6. And then we're going to skip this first chain right there. We're going to go into the second and make a single crochet. The next stitch, we're going to make a half double crochet. It's also kind of hard for me to see what I'm doing with this yarn, but hopefully that's okay. Next stitch, we're going to do a double crochet. And then in the last 2 stitches, we're going to do a treble crochet. And then I'm going to slip stitch into this chain 2 area. And that makes the first point. So now I'm just going to keep repeating that same thing for all the points around. So chain 6 and go from there. I finished the star and I'm going to just make 1 extra slip stitch just to ensure like that it's secure. Chain 1, and then I'm going to leave a long-ish tail for sewing. And this is what the star should look like. Kind of looks a little bit like lopsided, but once you sew it on, it should look fine. So I am going to actually work this real quick. I'm gonna put this on, and then I'll do the star next, or I'll do the star last, and then I'll tuck all the ends in, like, finally. So okay, so how I do the little pulley string is I kind of just like to kind of pull it through somewhere along the bag, and I do it on the row before the white. And then I kind of weave it through. So from here, I'm going to go in, and I'm going to pull it through here. And then I'm going to turn to the outside, and I'm going to pull it through here. And then I might leave it for a second, and I'll work on this piece. I'll go in and I'll pull it through, maybe right here. But you kind of get the idea. I'm just gonna kind of go in and weave it back and forth to kind of get it to the place I want it to be. Okay, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. So now if I want to pull these strings, the bag tightens. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I am gonna snip these 2 little ends. And what I did for the other bag was I knotted these 2 pieces together. So just to make sure I don't, like, the string doesn't end up falling out at all. And I might do that for this one. So what I did is I just made a knot with the 2 of them. Just like that. So they stay secure and won't fall apart. So that's for the string, and now for the star. What I did for the star was I literally just took my hook, or took my needle, and then I kind of just went for it and started sewing it on. So I just kind of went in and then in some stitches and just sewed it on. I'll show you what it looks like after I sewed on, because I don't think you want to see me sewing it on. It does take a few minutes to do, but it shouldn't be too hard. Okay, I did go ahead and finish up the rest of the project. So I sewed in my ends, and I finished sewing the star on, everything like that. And this is the final product. So it's super cute and useful. I know it looks like Christmas, but if you look at the other bag, then you probably wouldn't even know. And it's super functional. You can keep literally anything in it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon, and let me know what you maybe have like a request for or something like that. But yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!